Good afternoon, class 10 children. Welcome back to my online class. This is your Yogesh sir teaching you English literature through online class. If you remember, in our last online class, we were in the last scene of Act 3, that was Act 3, Scene 5, and we were almost done with it, right? So today we'll catch the same scene and complete it. And if possible, we'll step into a new act, right? So let's try it out. But first of all, let us recapitulate quickly what we had discussed in Act 3, Scene 5, right? As we know, the scene takes place in Belmont, and we are in front of the magnificent house of Portia, and there we see two characters entered in the scene, right? They are Lancelot and Jessica, right? Lancelot, looking at Jessica, expresses his opinion, right, that, right, whatever uh, her parents have committed sins, right, the punishment of theirs will now fall into their children, right, which he says that Jessica, right, will receive her father's, I mean, punishment, okay, and right, according to Lancelot, he says that Jessica, after she dies, her soul will be damned. That means her soul will go to hell, right? Jessica protested, okay, against Lancelot's, okay, opinion, saying that, right, she will be saved by her husband because her husband is a Christian, right, and he has, since she got married to, right, Lorenzo, a Christian, so she has also now become a Christian. And there also we discussed, okay, uh, uh, about Christianity, right, now that Shakespeare tried to promote Christianity, right, um, in the world figure, right? And then Lancelot, okay, he says that, right? So that is another mistake that Lorenzo has made you a Christian, because Christians are already enough in the world, right? And since the Christians do eat pork, right? So increase in the number of Christianity means increase in the price of hogs. Thereafter, right, the time will come where the Christians will have to pay a huge amount of money in order to buy a small piece of pork. Right, that's what Lancelot said. Jessica got angry and then says that, let my husband come, I'll complain, okay, against you about all this what you said, right? Meanwhile, Lorenzo appears in the scene, okay. Lorenzo sees his wife Jessica is having a talk, right, uh, in one of the corners of the place with Lancelot, okay. That's why he, okay, mistakes it and says that, right, Lancelot, I'm growing jealous with you because, right, you are talking with my wife, taking her into a corner, right? That's what, okay, here Lorenzo said, right? However, it may be just a fun that Lorenzo created, right? Jessica explains her husband that, right, what he thought was wrong, right? And she tells that actually, right, Lancelot and she are having quarrels, right? And here, okay, Jessica says, right, now complaining against Lancelot that, right, you are a Christian, okay, and you are not good as a Christian in the Christian community, as per, okay, Lancelot's opinion, right? And since she is the daughter of a Jew, right, and she is damned after she dies. That's what, okay, here Jessica complains again against Lancelot, right? Lorenzo diverts this topic and, okay, tells Lancelot to go inside and make arrangement of the uh, dinner, right? Lancelot here, I mean, counter, okay, attacked, right? Lorenzo in every, okay, I mean, okay, uh, approach of Lorenzo's, right? Thereby Lorenzo, right now, says that Lancelot is a person who is gifted with, right now, a whole lot of words, right? And he even compares with high rank people living in Venice, saying that, right, uh, that that these people who are of the highest ranks or good ranks, right, they do not possess the quality of words that okay, Lancelot has, right? That's what okay, Lorenzo says. And then, right, he again diverted the topic and asked Jessica, my dear wife, you tell me what is your opinion about Portia, right? So till there we had discussed in our last online class. So what is the end of the scene? Here we go. Now it is Jessica to respond the question asked by her husband Lorenzo, right? Now Jessica says, past all expressing. That means, right, beyond all expression, right now, right. So that means to her, right, Portia is beyond all expressions. That means there is no word that can describe Portia. She is above all words, above all expressions, right? Jessica says, right, highly praising Portia, and then says, it is very meet the Lord Bassanio live an upright life. And according to her, she says, it will be very necessary, right? It will be very needy, right, for Lord Bassanio, who is her husband, right, to live an upright life. That means to live an honorable life. If Bassanio is to match his living with Portia, then, right, it is very necessary that Lord Bassanio, right, needs to be honorable, right, like Portia is. Okay, that's what Jessica opinions. And then says, for having such a blessing in his lady, because right, Portia has such a blessing in okay his wife. She is a blessed wife. She is a gifted wife, right? So it becomes very tough for Bassanio to match, right, living hand to hand or head to head with his wife Portia, right? Because he is beyond all expressions. There is no word to describe, no word to express, right, about Portia, right? Jessica says he finds the joys of heaven here on earth, right? So Bassanio finds the joys of heaven here on earth, right? That means if Bassanio really calls that, right, this is heaven, right, or how heaven is, right, Belmont is a seat of heaven, because right now goddess Portia lives out here. That's what Jessica opinions. And if on earth he do not mean it, then in reason he should never come to heaven, right? Now if he does not mean that earth is the heaven itself, then Bassanio should never come to this heaven. That means he should never come to Belmont, right? That's what here Jessica says. Why? If two gods should play some heavenly match, and she gives an example. Why means, well, right, if two gods, imagine, suppose two gods, right, should play some, right, heavenly match. That means some kind of game, right, which needs skill, right? And on the wager lay two earthly women. And on the wager, that means in the betting, in the context that the two gods are entered in, right? Okay, on the wager, if they have decided that the trophy would be two women chosen from earth, right? And Portia won, right? Obviously, Portia will be chosen as one woman out of the two, right? Because she's so nice, so beautiful, so right, so okay, fetched with all sorts of knowledge, right? So there must be something else born with the other, right? So there must be some kind or some other women who should be equal like Portia is, right? Upon means placed, who should be placed like Portia is, right? For the poor rude world hath not her fellow, but the right gods will have difficulty in finding the other woman in the world, because there is no right match with Portia, right, on earth, right? So that's what here Jessica opinions. Well, if two gods are having some kind of game played, right, in heaven, right, and as per their betting, right, they would choose two women from earth, right? So one would be obviously Portia, right? The other is very difficult to find, because there is no other women like Portia is living on earth. So it becomes a difficulty for the gods to find the next woman other than Portia is, right? So this is what here Jessica opinions about Portia. According to her, right, Portia is supreme, right? She is at that level where no other human being or no other women, can reach, right? That's what she says. Okay, then Lorenzo says, even such a husband had thou of me as she is for a wife. Then Lorenzo takes it a chance and says that, right now, Jessica, you also have, right, husband, right, meaning Lorenzo himself. Lorenzo says, right, Jessica, you have even such a husband, right now, who has all the good qualities, right now, which you see in Portia, right? So that's what Lorenzo says. Lorenzo says here that, like Jessica, you also have such a husband. That means you also have such a husband like Portia is, who is all qualitative, right? Who is all okay, beyond okay praises, right? So which you have described in poetic, right now, as an ideal wife, right? So about okay Portia, you have okay poetically, right, described okay her as an ideal wife, right? So similarly, you also have an ideal husband, right? That's what Lorenzo says. Okay, right? Actually, okay, he should have left this okay work to be done by his wife Jessica, because how come you can opinion about yourself, right? Now you have to let it okay, let it free for others to judge you, right? That's what okay here Lorenzo should have done, right? But okay, he himself raised the collar and said, right, Jessica, you also have such a husband, right, who is possessing, right, all sort of qualities like Jessica has, right, in the way how you have explained, in the way how you have said very poetically about an ideal wife should be, right? So you should also see the same quality in your husband, Lorenzo. Lorenzo says, okay. Then Jessica says, no. Nay means no, but ask my opinion too of that, right? And she says, you should have okay better ask my opinion, right, about okay uh, what you okay you should be remarked, right? Here Jessica says, no, right, my dear husband, it is not you who should okay describe about yourself, right? You should have better ask me, right, so that I can become a judge to you, right, and okay give my opinion about you, right? Jessica says. And then here Lorenzo said, okay, I will anon. First, let us go to dinner, right? And then Lorenzo says, I'll anon. Anon means soon. I'll consult you very soon, right, my dear wife? First, let us go inside and take our dinner, right? That's what okay Lorenzo said, because he has already sent Lancelot to announce, right, his okay servants that they should make ready the dinner on the table, right, in the dining hall, right? That's why okay Lorenzo says here that, right, my dear wife, right, I'll consult you very soon about this matter. Right, so first let us go and have our dinner. Jessica says, nay, nay means no, she is objecting. Right, let me praise you while I have a stomach. That means let me praise you when I am inclined to do, right, or when I'm inclined to praise you, right, when I'm hungry, right? So right now here the Jessica says, nay, let me praise you while I have a stomach. Have a stomach means when I'm wanting to, when I'm desiring to, when I'm inclined to explain, right? So let it, right, be given a chance right now, so that okay I can okay tell you how you are. Then Lorenzo says, no, he objected saying, no, right, pray thee, so I request you, right, my dear wife, let it serve for table talk. So let it be, right, a pleasant talk while we take dinner, right? So that time you can tell me about, right, me, Lorenzo said. So Lorenzo says, no, right, this is not the place, okay, where you can, right, opinion about me, right? So I request you, let us get inside the house, right? And there at the dinner table, you can, okay, then have a, right, have an opinion about me, right? So there we can okay, have a talk regarding this matter. Then howsoever you thou speakest, among other things, I shall digest it. And he says, then, right, whatever you say, whatever you speak about me, whatever opinion you have about me, right, among other things, right, I'll okay digest, right, whatever you tell, right? That's what okay here Lorenzo say. Yes or no? Right? So he stops okay Jessica from opinioning about okay him that very moment, and he makes a request, right, to let us okay go inside the house and then, right, have dinner. At the dinner okay table, you then okay describe about me, right? So I'll okay clear digest whatever you will tell me about me, right? Then Jessica says, well, I'll set you forth, right? And then okay Jessica says, well, right, I'll praise your qualities, right? I'll not okay speak ill about you, I'll not okay speak negatives about you, I'll praise your qualities, right, my dear husband? Right now let us okay now get in, right? And the scene ends on, and we see, right, the husband and wife Lorenzo and Jessica enter inside the house, right? And the scene ends on, and with this, right, we have ended, right, act 3 scene 5. I hope it is all clear, right? You understood okay what uh, went on in act 3, right? This is one of the longest, right, acts you can call, because okay here you had 5 scenes right now, and all important scenes. We discussed okay many of the important okay facts out here, right? And hope, right, you understood whatever the uh, scenes went on, right? Now with this, we are left with two more acts to come up to complete our play, The Merchant of Venice, written by William Shakespeare. So I think we'll keep it up to here, and we'll we'll start a fresh act, on a fresh day. Thank you very much.